I can tell you they will keep those children inside Old Oyo Park or transport them to Kainji Bukati. Who are you? Lawyer and security consultant Bulama Bukati has raised concerns over the possible whereabouts of victims abducted during recent attacks in Oyo State, warning that terrorist group may be using national parks and forest reserves as safe havens. Exactly, that's where they are using now. That's where they are. Is that not where they are? They are probably in that Old Oyo Park. Bukati made the remarks during an interview on Channels Television on Wednesday, 3rd of June 2026, while reacting to the Nigerian Army's disclosure that attackers responsible for incidents in Oyo State and other parts of the country were linked to the Boko Haram terrorist group. Speaking on the challenge facing security agencies in locating kidnapped victims, Bukati suggested that the abductors could be exploiting vast forested areas that have become difficult for authorities to effectively monitor. I can tell you that they would either harbor and keep those children inside the Old Oyo National Park, or they would transport them to Kainji National Park, where they have already overcome, he said. The security consultant argued that terrorists and criminal groups have increasingly taken advantage of remote forest corridors and protected areas to establish bases, move hostages and evade security operations. According to him, the existence of such territories have complicated efforts to track and rescue victims of kidnappings across several states. Bukati's comment comes amid growing concerns over insecurity in parts of the country, particularly following attacks and abductions that have affected schools and rural areas. The Nigerian Army recently linked some of the attacks to Boko Haram elements. Which one is linked? Is it not them? It's them now. Reinforcing fears that insurgent networks are expanding beyond their traditional stronghold in the northeast. They have expanded already. Over-expanded safe. It is well. Ibrahim also says Professor Shibaju and Owaji Fashola should have been the best candidate from Yoruba land than somebody that sees himself as a political god in Nigeria, that sees himself above all past presidents or head of state who cannot handle Nigeria. He needs the advice and support of those former presidents. Nigeria is not Lagos. Honestly, he needed their support, experience, and intelligence. Emilio can look at where he landed Nigeria, and the most painful thing is he wants to continue. He wants to continue, no be small thing. It is well. David says, if what this is saying is true, how come in the past years, advanced countries successfully curbed many crimes in their region? Think about it. If what this lawyer is saying is true, how come advanced countries are able to curb so many crimes, including kidnapping? You think that they cannot curb kidnapping in Nigeria? They can. They just don't want to. They just don't want to curb it. I'm telling you for a fact. He just doesn't want to fix anything. Chris Caleb says Tinubu is a disgrace to the Yoruba race and to all Nigerians. Up to date, Tinubu is still shameless to state that his enemies want to use insecurity to get rid of him, whereas him and Buhari were the ones that imported these bandits. Yes, people were the ones that brought these people from God knows where in 2014 to get rid of GJ. What a miserable, God-forsaken old grandpa. Yes. And they are still coming in because your brother are safe, porous. They are still going to bring them in to come and help them to vote in this coming election too. You are the ones that are going to bring these people in. Now you cannot control them. Joshua Koda said all those kidnapping is because they haven't kidnapped any of those top government child. Actually says the nonsense that the government has made the military rehabilitate terrorists into the society, while northern governors free terrorists. Who does that? And you think they will not enlarge their coast, knowing nothing will be done to them when caught? State government, don't mind them. You still catch these people, or you will still release them. Now, so you are not ready. They talk with an honor. Yorubas are busy fighting neighbors that should be their best brother, and allow Fulani to settle in all their forests in western region and midwest of Edo and Delta. Now, becoming the man that saw tomorrow was hammering on today's Nigeria insecurity and Fulani agenda. But no one took him serious. Awomodua, save your land, clear out the forest in the southwest from marauders once and for all. Adewale says, wonder shall never end. Muyiwa says, the more reason to be up and doing to prevent such, all the neighborhood people should be on guard to notify the relevant bodies of any strange movement. How are they going to know? But Oladewa says they call such places ungoverned. Our government are so irresponsible and careless. All they know to do is stealing public funds and living large at the expense of poor, hardworking, vulnerable masses. See that she marking it too, or more. It's not really helping matters at all. I don't know his problem too. Adeyemi said, so because they're in the forest is the reason they can't be rescued yet. What kind of security analyst are you? Donbass. Don't mind them. Edmond says Nigeria government is lazy. Security is not rocket science. Anywhere a human being can hide, another human being can find him. Exactly. And they can find him. In fact, I'm sure that they've already found him, but they just don't want to do anything. But we'll keep making excuses. I understand that you can use technology like satellites to track people in forests or even deserts, but our leaders would rather spend scarce resources carrying the entire cabinet to see the King of England. It's just a pity and a pain that we don't prioritize. Exactly. Let this not be the case of those people that were abducted during Jonathan's time and they were forgotten there. Really? Michael said this is the time for federal and state governments in Nigeria to think of what to do with forests throughout Nigeria. These forests should be allocated to industrialists who would either establish industries or turn them into vast agricultural farms. This is possible if government provides good network of road and railway transportation and other infrastructural facilities to attract investors. Investors, who wants to come and invest in this country again? With all that is going on, invest. Oh, April says, so drones don't work in Nigeria. Try. National of Criminality. It is working. And they can find these people. They even know where they are. They just don't want to do anything. The shame and wickedness of a nation till date, these children cannot be located in so-called forest. It is a story. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.